So Hopkins plays like a man that he's loyal to a fault. Whoever he serves, whether it's the crown, whether it's God or Whitford, is who he serves. Do you view him that way at all? Is he a man with his own opinions, or is he?
Very much so. I mean, he serves his family. He serves his family, and he also is a man of high moral fiber and caliber, and he's man enough to realize that he landed with a preconceived notion and idea of his past experience, his personal experience, and he is big enough to realize that his preconceived notions were wrong.
He has a very important scene in the show with an old woman, and telling her his sort of truth that breaks away from everyone else.
It's a kind of Saul Paul moment, the road to Damascus moment.
How did you go about playing that moment?
Well, because of that reference of you don't realize the enormity of something that hits you. You don't see it as an epiphany, but it's a kind of like a realization that for so long his preconceived ideas were wrong, and he was going to follow what he felt is moral truth.
And what kind of research did you do into him when you got the part?
Well, there's lots of things written, but history is written by victors, and history is written by one person's perspective. So you basically piece all this stuff together, and you get as much background as possible. Ultimately, you end up playing this. You're playing the script, so you then got to go back into the script and find a way of putting that truth through there.
Did you have any opinion of people that lived in the late 1600s that perhaps
no more than anybody else would have done with their history lessons and everything, and how even that sort of, the sort of empirical educational model of telling you about pilgrims arriving. These weren't pilgrims or Puritans. This was a religious sect that had paid their passage to the Merchant Adventurers Association to basically occupy a piece of land on behalf of the king. So they paid for that, and then they imposed themselves through fear and through their own personal drive. It reveals a lot of things about history.
And my last question for you is, what was the vibe like on this set? Because you have to create this world that's no electricity, not always clean water, but you are 200 feet away from caterers. So how did you go about creating that sort of vibe on set on camera?
Well, it's essentially it's what we do as actors. You know what I mean? You create and embody and live in with this inside an imagined or perceived world, and it comes from the top. It comes from the producers like Gina Matthews and Grant, and it comes from the director. It comes all the way down, Nat Geo and Sony, all the way down. It filters through. Everybody's striving to basically put forward the most honest and most honest portrayal of the piece we're playing.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.